Maybe if you're using him for events, I could definitely see that he is utilized with the emblems because he does have such a high attack power. So in those 4-star events, you might be able to use. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you're curious about any other hero in Empires and Puzzles, you can view my website at anchorgame.com. There you will find I have graded every single hero with a calibrated team of graders. This resource will always be free. Thinking about supporting the hero grades and the breakdown videos? You're welcome to donate. Otherwise, feel free to share this resource with a friend. I have my exclusive line group called Anchor Cove, where you gain access to myself and tons of other experienced players with on-demand information and resources. If that piques your interest, all that information is on the opening page of my website with a short video. Let me dive into today's hero breakdown. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're going to be doing a brand new hero breakdown on Baby Azlar. Say Baby Azlar because Colin's trying to impress the little lion man with what he does. He's got 728 on his attack, 537 on his defense, and 1094 on his health. Statistically, his attack power is really high for a 4-star. Defensively, not that great. Health total for a 4-star, it's all right. He is running at slow speed. He is a classic hero. He deals 180% damage to all enemies. All enemies receive 330 damage over 6 turns. Pretty much essentially Azlar, but in the 4-star form, just worse stats. He's kind of okay for a 4-star. He does do the trick. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free massive turn-based dark fantasy RPG. To try this game out, all you gotta do, go to the video description, click on the special links. You'll receive 100,000 silver and 1 free champion, Acolyte. It's only available for new players in the next 30 days, and all your treasure is waiting for you right over here. He is a fighter class hero, which I do appreciate that with his emblems. Maybe if you're using him for events, I could definitely see that he is utilized with the emblems because he does have such a high attack power. So in those 4-star events, you might be able to use him quite a bit. And with him reviving and then dealing a whole bunch of damage, it's a pretty amazing class for him. When we look at his Titan grade, he is going to get a B grade there. That might be close to a B+, and the only reason is because he has 728 on his attack. So possibly you could be using him on Titans, but I highly doubt it. The only reason why you are using him on Titans potentially comes in from the fact that he has a high tile damage. That's about it. When we look at his offensive grade, he is going to get a B- grade there. This was close to a B. Maybe I'm not giving him as much credit as he deserves, but it is quite a bit of damage that he is dealing over time. The only issue is that he's running at slow speed. So that factors into things, especially for 4-stars. Maybe you have a little bit more time. Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit, but he is going to get a B- grade there. And when we look at his tank grade, he is going to get a B grade, possibly on the tank. This is the best position for him if you are putting him on defense. The only issue is that his defense is super low, so he's very fragile. But if he does go off, it's going to be really quite a pain, especially considering if you've got emblems on him, maybe he stays alive. I don't know, but it's quite a bit of damage to 330 over all enemies. So it is pretty nice there. When we look at his flank grade, he is going to get a C grade there. The reason being, with him running at slow speed, it's not going to help him out too much because you really want an average hero that's kind of impacting the board a bit more. I'm not a big fan of putting him in a flank position. And when we look at his wing grade, he is going to get a B- grade in the wing. Reason being is maybe he could fit in there to where he's going to be dealing enough damage with all your other heroes dead, but it does help out that he is a fighter class hero. So if you're going 1v a couple and they've got some low life and you think that you're going to kill him, but then it charges up and then he kills everybody else. So I could see maybe that happening. He's going to get a B- grade on the wing, and defensively he is going to get the B- grade there. It's just because he's only really usable possibly in the tank position. He's really bad in the flank. Probably not my first pick for 4-star on your defense, but could be potentially useful. Now when we look at his weekly raid grade, I am going to compare these grades for just 4-stars because typically you're going to be using the 4-stars in the weekly raid grade that are specific to them. He is going to get an A+ on rush attack. I absolutely love this hero in the 4-star rush attacks, especially if you're potentially putting emblems on him. Obviously, you're just dealing a ton of damage at very fast speed, damage over time. He's going to annihilate the whole board. I really like this hero on rush attack. When we look at his buff grade, he is going to get a B- grade there. The reason being is there are just some better heroes that are in the 4-star slot that are potentially impacting the board in that buff attack. With him running at slow speed, he's pretty much just contingent on dealing a whole bunch of damage, and that may be useful, but with him at slow speed, it's really going to negatively impact him. He's going to get a B- grade there. When we look at his Bloody Battle grade, he is going to get a B+ grade. This is very close to an A-. I could potentially see him being an all-star in there, but with him running at slow speed, it's a little bit of a liability, but when he goes off, it's going to hurt a lot, and he's going to be dealing damage over time. Definitely could be utilized in that, but you kind of almost are worried with him having such low defensive stats. Overall, he is going to get a B- grade. Again, this grade is comparable to all 5 stars and 4 stars. There are definitely a lot better heroes out there than him, but I think he is pretty serviceable in the weekly raid tournament, so if you got him there, could definitely see him being used in the rush attack. So thanks so much for watching this channel. Please make sure you subscribe, you turn those notifications on, and I'll see you on the next video.